Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about your ThriveCart, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you create a subscription product in ThriveCart? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to create a subscription product in ThriveCart anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running an online business, you know that sometimes your customers are going to ask for access to certain accounts or maybe groups, and by creating a subscription product, you can bill them on a recurring basis. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your ThriveCart dashboard. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into my ThriveCart, and this is the home screen. Now here on the home screen, in order to create a subscription product, here on the top, you're going to click on these three horizontal lines. Once you do that, you're going to see all the products you're offering in ThriveCart, but you want to click here on Create Product. It's in blue. Okay, you can either choose a digital or a physical. I guess physical might be if you're doing like a monthly delivery or something like that. For me, I'm going to go ahead and choose digital and then create new product. Okay, so once you do that, it's going to be in the product creation screen. So I'm not going to go into deep detail onto how to create a product in ThriveCart, but I'll give you a brief overview. First, you're going to go ahead and name the product. So Anthony subscription. Okay. And here you can go ahead and change the checkout URL, change the cart language. I'm going to go ahead and list this as live. That way when we're finished, it's going to be available for purchase. And next we're going to click here on to processors. Okay. Here you need to add a payment processor. I'm going to go ahead and connect my PayPal. Okay. Next we're going to set up the pricing. This is the important part if you're setting up a subscription product in ThriveCart. So first we're going to choose a currency. I'm going to work in US dollars, and here we're going to go ahead and set the product price. Okay, so this is how you can set up a subscription. Under payment type, by default, it's going to be one-time fee, but you want to open that up and click on subscription. Now you can go ahead and set up the frequency. So a lot of times it's going to be default monthly, but sometimes you're going to bill annually, every 2 weeks, weekly. That really depends on what product you're selling. For me, I'm going to go ahead and leave it on monthly, and then let's go ahead and set the monthly price at $150. Here you can go ahead and set a trial period. So for example, they get free access for 7 days, and then after that, it's going to bill for $150. And here we can go ahead and set up the amount of rebills. This would be something more of like a payment plan. So 6 payments of $1,000 or something like that. For me, this is an ongoing subscription of $150 per month. So I'll leave it at indefinite. Here you can go ahead and choose to send them the purchase email on every single recurring payment. Also during the free trial, you can bill them immediately for the $150, or what you can do is you can go ahead and put today's price at 0, and then you can read the terms right here. So the customer is going to be charged 0 for today for their 7-day free trial. And then after that, $150 per month until they cancel. So once you set up the subscription pricing, go ahead and click on next. All right, here we want to go ahead and save it. Now we're going to scroll to the bottom and click on next. Here you can add order bumps. So this is basically just an upsell. So I'm not going to add that for this one. So I'll click next. And bump rules, this wouldn't apply because I didn't add any order bumps. So I'm going to click on next, and that will bring me to fulfillment right here. Okay, this is important. So you need to add an email. This is for support if they have any questions about your subscription product. And then also here, what would happen after the purchase. So after they submit their credit card information, you can either redirect them to a URL. So if this is going to be like a private Discord server or a private Facebook group, you can go ahead and click there and then add in the Facebook group they're going to get access to, or maybe their Discord, or you can go ahead and route them here, add them to my membership site if you're running that with the ThriveCart Learn. For me, I'm going to go ahead and just add a URL. Okay. And then expiration, how long is this link going to be good for? I'll just leave it at a week. That way they can always go in and click on it and then click next. Okay. Here is where you can set out your checkout page. So click here, browse gallery. Okay. I like to have just a straight checkout. So I'm going to click here and select this form. So this is where you can go ahead and set up your sales page. So it's like setting up a Facebook page. Just click into it and you can type in whatever you want, subscription product Anthony. And here we can go ahead and say recurring monthly revenue. So basically what's going to happen is they're going to be able to read the subscription product sales copy right here. Then they can go ahead and enter in their email address, continue, and then they're going to be routed to the payment page right here. So they do understand that today's payment is 0 for the 7-day free trial. And then after that, it's going to start billing for $150 per month. And then after that, after they submit their payment, they're going to be routed here to the success page. Here in the success page, they're going to be able to click on this link, and that will route them into your Discord, your private Facebook group, or your offering as that subscription product. You can go ahead and edit all of these pages as well. So you can click right here and see, thanks for your money. So if you need help setting up your product page, go back and watch my other video that describes that in more detail. But once you set this up, go ahead and click on complete. Okay. And next we're brought back here so we can click on tracking. Here you can add your Facebook pixel or your Google Analytics. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to click next. Here you can add automation rules. I'm not going to do that. So now we're basically finished setting up our subscription product in ThriveCart. So click here, save and get URL. Okay, so here is our subscription product link. So we can go ahead and copy that link and then paste it into our Instagram, into our YouTube. And if you want to see what it looks like, just click here, view checkout. Okay, so here is what it looks like. So when someone clicks on that link, they'll be able to understand a little bit more about my subscription product. They can enter their email and continue. They understand the pricing. After that, they're going to make their payment through PayPal or through credit card. And then after that, they'll be routed into the success page so they can go ahead and click and access that subscription product. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to set up a subscription product in your ThriveCart, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.